hello and welcome back to my channel. David is on again with the honest interview, Head or Heart. And as you might see, next to me is one of the leading, the best, the very king of sound on the viola, Antoine Tamestit.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to have you here. It's a pleasure to perform with you. And the concert yesterday, it smashed me. And I'd love to say it's not the technique part. Well, sound is technique as well, but it's really the sound. And usually, you know, like people, they used to say, wow, he's playing an amazing instrument, whatever. But I used to say it's not about the instrument. It's like how you do the sound. So just I wonder, how do you do the sound? Like, how do you do this? How do you generate that awesome sound?
You know, I had great teachers who always talked about sound. I mean, each one of them, and they were very different teachers,
Yeah.
but they all talked about quality of sound. And the first one, when I was 10 years old, you know, I was tiny. Not that I'm tall now, but I was really a tiny little boy. And my teacher was a tall man, Michel Michalakakos.
And you've been standing like this all the time. It's a neck problem, no?
Yeah, but he was playing also, he was tall, but he was also playing a huge viola
Of
from
course.
Gasparo da Salo
Oh,
with a
Okay.
huge sound.
Hmm.
And his pedagogy, his way of teaching was often, especially with young people, young students, to play along.
okay.
So he would play along with me, and you have to imagine his viola is actually above my head because I'm so small. And he's playing along with me, and basically I had the impression that my sound was his sound.
Okay.
And of course it's fake, of course it's an illusion, but it gave me a very interesting illusion, which is that the sound you make is not just technical. It's an idea of sound that you try to achieve
So you use from
all
what,
the time.
from what what I understand, if I understand right, is like you use also a lot imagination, like a lot what's the right, like a certain dimension which is not technical. It's kind of a fourth
Exactly.
or fifth dimension, whatever.
Yes, and you idealize your sound in your head, in your heart, wherever you can reach,
Yeah.
as if you are a singer and it's your voice.
Yeah.
And so the technique should not be a limit.
Yeah.
You should break those,
It's something necessary,
limits.
but
It's necessary,
you should go further.
but
and-
you should go further. Exactly.
Okay. Well, this was just my personal question, because I'm really amazed by your sound, and I have the same exactly. I also had a teacher who was completely into sound, and the solution for all technical problems was always the sound.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Exactly.
But let's go back for the first and most important question of this interview. Is pretty simple: head or heart?
Both.
Okay, perfect.
As I said, both. You have to play. The one thing I would not answer is hand.
Ah.
The hand is not important.
Yeah.
The head and the heart both together, that is important. That's the main thing.
And this is how it works for you in every aspect of life, not only music. I mean, like, there are a lot of things, like, you know what I mean. I'm aiming for just the situation. Whatever you do in life, it's just interesting. I know this question might be stupid or too simple, but it can be also complicated. But there is always like different people. You know, some people, they are immediately first. There is the thinking moment. You know, like you see something and the first reaction is always here. And there are the people, they.
Unfortunately, I am both all the time. I must admit now, I'm a hypersensitive guy. I'm sometimes very romantic. I have a kind of extreme sensitivity, but I like also to overthink,
Yeah.
to hesitate, to put in question, in doubt
Take time for
things.
it. Yeah.
So that's me.
Cool. Another question popped up in my mind, as every day is important, and I guess you are also a bit like living with the moment and
Yes.
making the best out of it. But is there a certain ritual or something in the morning you used to do, like once you're awake? It can be, I don't know, like for me, it's, for example, I need a good coffee, a really good coffee.
No, you know, I stretch already in the shower, actually.
Okay.
I love to take my time in the shower and stretch already there. And then when I'm finished with the shower, I also, at the end of the shower, I like to take a cold shower as well, to kind of wake up.
Yeah.
And then when I get out, when I'm dry, I'm starting to get ready. Then I again do a bit more stretching. Somehow I feel I need to wake up in every way.
But it's well, as long you don't play and you start practicing in the shower.
No.
But maybe one day it will be possible. I mean, today you can print an instrument in 3D, so it's made out of a certain material which is water resistant. So I don't know, but it's a great answer. It's I guess it's the first of that kind. It's really cool. I love it.
Stretching in the shower. That's all I do.
Stretch in the shower.
Stretch.
It's really good. Let's talk a bit about food. What is your favorite dish? I mean, we all have a lot of stuff we love. It's really difficult, but just don't take too long. Just a second. Let's say you have a second. What pops up?
Sushi and Italian pasta. That's the two. I mean, if I had just one choice,
it's this.
I would still hesitate, but it would be this.
No, but come on. Let's say it's
things.
like a head or heart.
Exactly.
You just go for a bit of sushi before, and then for the main dish, it can be pasta.
A nice Italian pasta.
That's great. Another one is like, okay, we know you stretch, which is perfect, but is there anything specific you do for like this perfect shape?
This?
You are in a perfect shape. Just
no.
But I find but
well, you know, I'm not a huge sports guy. When I'm serious about my stretching, that's really after the shower, and when I get ready also to play, I also exercise a little bit the muscles. I mean, slowly, but kind of a regular little training, like push-ups and abs and this kind of things.
That's cool.
And I realize I don't love to run. I tried, but
I hate it as well.
But I love walking. And I found a combination a couple of years ago. I love traveling for my work. I really love it.
Yeah.
Any city, I mean, here we're in Leipzig, it's amazing. The history, of course, but any city could be interesting. And if you just find a park, at least, that's interesting. And I love to walk, so I combine it and I do small sightseeing tours for myself.
Okay.
And I try to walk a few kilometers every day.
It's pretty smart.
So that's my thing.
It's kind of combination of a certain passion with a certain need.
I can't be a sports addict. I don't know, it's not my personality.
Neither.
But I really need to move. And I don't know if that's any shape of body I have, but I walk.
Well, I find it's a great shape, and it's important also. I figured out for performing great on stage to be in a good shape. That's why I had this question. So
you need to stay in shape somehow.
And I mean, you need to carry quite a lot. A viola is bigger than a violin. God. And
Tell me about it.
Yours is not pretty small.
Tell me about it.
And another thing, let's say you have also 1-2 seconds. What is this moment you pops up like one of the best moments, or a certain moment where you think about it and it really gives you joy and warmth? And is there something within a second? What is
Within a second, for sure, the birth of my 2 kids.
Oh, I knew it.
And of course now that's far away. They are 7 and 9, but their smiles and they're laughing.
Exactly.
And stupid laughing sometimes, but really
honest.
It's just out of their heart.
It's amazing that you say this, because this is exactly also for me. It's the same moment, the first ever honest smile, like really a smile and not just an accident of my son. It was really, it's just, there's nothing can reach this
exactly. Nothing can replace it.
Nah. Wow. Okay. Now another question is, what would you do if it's not music?
Ha! Very good question.
Oh, that's why.
I have no idea. I mean, I'm still attracted to two things. One, which would be reachable, which is to paint or to draw, because that was always my thing, even when I was a child. And that was even my answer to people who said, will you become a musician? And I said, no, I will,
like painter.
I will do painting or comic books.
Okay.
But I don't do it anymore. But I admire it. I still admire painting and visual arts very much. So maybe that would be my thing, sketching, even fashion sketching or even animation. I don't know.
Do you paint from time to time? Honestly?
Nah. Maybe in secret, but
not oil, not acrylic, nothing.
No,
okay. I'm just curious because if so,
maybe it will come. Maybe it will come. It needs to be maybe my hobby at one point.
Yeah.
And the other thing, which is totally unreachable, and it has grown in me in the last years, that if I could have gone in space, if I could have become an astronaut, I think that's something I really admire. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe it's a selfish need because it's not necessarily. I don't know what to do with this, but just to reach that space, to go above, to go further, to take a distance,
and to maybe also to see what I imagine. It must be impressive to see the world, this little planet, from far, and to understand that moment. What often astronauts they say, like, oh gosh, we are so small, and why do we have so much stupid problems, which are completely not.
But honestly,
like,
that makes me dream the distance from the planet and seeing it differently, and seeing space differently, even seeing time differently.
Yes,
that makes me really dream. Somehow.
Oh, that's cool. I think that this one I also would love to do. Maybe not lifetime, but maybe just once.
Must be hard.
Well, actually, we also solved another question, which was if there is something you would love to do before the world disappears or the universe completely. This is it.
Well, let's see. If there is a civil flight to space and I can afford it, I might do it. Before I die,
I have a trick. If you want to afford it, it might help to sell the viola.
Yeah, if the viola belonged to me, I would.
Yeah. Shit, damn it! No. Wow, such a great answer. Another thing is, if you, I'm sure you read or you watch stuff. I mean, today it's pretty common. All kind of people, they love to watch Netflix because you have a lot high quality stuff also over there. But whatever, book or movie, what is your favorite genre?
I might surprise you. My favorite genre is stand-up comedy.
Okay.
I'm really, and this is also might be one of the things I would have liked to do. I don't know at all if I would have been good at it, but stand-up comedy, even just talking and raising in the mind of people at the same time humor, but also thinking about how you are, how you think, what you do. I really admire this stand-up comedian. So I watch, my favorite one, if I can tell you, is Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But others, there are many young ones, new ones, in every language, in every nationality. I think even I go further to say that stand-up comedy might be the way to save how humanity thinks.
Okay, but that's okay. Hold on.
That's going far. That's going far.
I didn't ask for that question yet, and you are already answering. But also there, I have actually you could do this because I mean, I know jokes and stuff, and you are a violist and stuff. Exactly. But actually, I mean, why not? I don't know if there's.
I love viola jokes.
Yeah, and actually, I think if you do it great on a good level, you could bring these jokes to a huge and wide publicity. I mean, or audience, not publicity, audience, to let people understand how important this instrument is, because to be honest, a lot of jokes, they are existing because something is important and so famous and so a middle of whatever. Wow. Okay, stand-up comedy.
Why not?
In future, who knows? I mean, you have the stage already. And that was the genre, and also you answered already to do something in future. What could it be if not? But my question would be, as a pre-last, is how to pre-save the world, or how to make the world a better place. And your answer was actually comedy could be one way.
Yes, because in stand-up comedy, the good ones, the great comedians, they really make you think. They even make you think, why are you laughing about this? What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at yourself? Are you laughing at the world? Is the world acting stupidly?
Yeah.
More often than not, actually.
Well, yeah.
So this way of thinking, and if we come back to the previous questions, also taking a distance from what you're doing, what you're thinking every day, I really think that's an answer to humanity. But obviously, I do a job in arts, in music, and I would not be doing it, and I would not love it so much as I do, if I didn't think that music and art is a way to save humanity,
Yeah.
but it's also a way to make you think, rethink.
Yeah.
Maybe you come out of your day, normal day, and you come to the concert and you hear a piece like Gubaidulina Viola Concerto, or any piece of music, a Mozart, a Bach, and suddenly somehow it makes you think again about your own thing, and no one has any idea in the whole,
Yeah.
but actually it's going to hit you in one specific point, and I find this very powerful about music.
Yeah. Well, actually, about not only music, arts in general. This is why this is such a pity that specifically this Corona time, as you might remember, suddenly arts were
It seemed unimportant.
forbidden because it seems to be unimportant. But this is the key for a balanced insight, a balanced soul. And this is also my opinion. So this is the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is how to make a better world or pre-save, whatever. It's,
music and humor.
Music and humor. And humor is important because you need to enlighten certain situations, because if you don't do it, they become probably too much weight and too much whatever, and there's no need for it.
You see, probably I have exactly the right job. I'm a viola player, so music and humor.
In one instrument.
In one instrument.
Oh my God.
I found it.
You got it, man. Sure. I think I'll change. I'm gonna change. I stopped the violin. The last question is for all the coming up great students or wannabes, musician popping up in this world. What is your advice? What you'd love to tell them, how to become a great musician and what to take care most of the time? And it can be, what I mean is, I'm not waiting for a technical advice. I'm waiting for something bigger, general advice, which is important.
It's of course a hard question, but one thing comes to my mind, which is a general thing, even for other fields, is the quality, the beauty of working hard, practicing again every day, being extremely humble about the fact that you never completely finish achieving something. You are constantly learning, going further, improving, until the end of your life, and you work hard for that, and you are not kind of depressed because it's never over, it's never finished, but no, you get a joy from that, okay, I'm gonna start again today and find new things, improve again, unlock a new emotion, a new world, a new color. It's so interesting, and it's so humbling to be like this every day.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's a general comment. It
Yeah.
could be for every
everything.
work, for every job.
Could I also say, to put it kind of in 1-2 terms, like to fall in love and to love discipline,
Yes.
kind of
Discipline and work, the actual what you are doing, what are you doing?
this process.
Yeah, this processing.
Huh. I think this is a great advice. It's pretty close to what I think, the way I used to work, the way I learned to play the violin. And so you got it. You need to practice, and to practice more, just fall in love. It's pretty simple. And once you love this, you're gonna keep on day by day, and maybe one day you
Become
will
a viola player.
you will play with him. Yeah, and this is amazing. And I know that you play with one violinist, which is my favorite violinist, is Zimmermann, Frank-Peter Zimmermann, and I know it must be great with this guy.
Yes.
But I wonder, did you ever kind of had a little football match or something like this?
A football match?
Not just some games or whatever, not
With
music.
him?
Yeah. It was just it
No,
popped
but
up.
we shared comedy
Ah,
and
okay.
humor.
Oh yeah,
That we shared a lot.
I believe so. That's pretty possible with this guy.
Yes.
Awesome.
And he's a hard worker. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe the hardest worker of all.
Yeah,
But he has this humor
Yeah.
that he loves to entertain every day.
Yeah.
He needs it.
yeah.
And so this combination, I
Awesome.
really admire with Frank-Peter.
Wow, it's a pleasure again to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward for the next concert. Looking forward that you come back. Hopefully not too late, like soon as possible.
Yes, me too.
And for now, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we stay in touch and see you soon.
Thanks, David.
back in the city, or in another interview, whatever it's going to be. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.